If you don't separate yourself from your thoughts of yourself, then you will never be more than what you've been taught you are. You must come to the realization of the limits that your mind keeps you in. You don't have a single original thought. All of your thoughts have been absorbed from somewhere since you were a kid. You could have heard it from someone down the street. You could have heard it from someone talking on the phone. You could have heard it from someone on the internet. It's all absorbed. Our mind can literally play games with us and try to make us believe things that are not true, but it's important to remember that those thoughts are just that, thoughts. It's really our minds trying to keep us from being our true, authentic self. It's trying to keep us from shining, because shining, in a way, is uncomfortable because you're putting yourself out there. You're being your true, authentic self, where we've been taught in this society to suppress ourselves. You have to allow yourself to shine. You have to allow yourself to be your true, authentic self and like what you like and become that person that you want to become. Let yourself be that best version of yourself. You don't have to wait till tomorrow to do something. You don't have to, you're not becoming a specific version of yourself. You are that version of yourself. You can literally choose to be that version of yourself today, right now, this second. There's literally no time when you're going to become a different person. You're always going to be the same person. You're just choosing to embody a different version of yourself. You're still the same person. The version of yourself that wants to shine is not a different person from the person you are right now. That person is literally you, but just suppressed. You're suppressing it. You're choosing to suppress it because of the limiting beliefs that you have put on yourself, because of the programming that has been put on us. The more that you allow yourself to be who you are, and the more that you allow yourself to be who you want to be, the more that your mind will be influenced by the identity that we're choosing to be. You invest nothing, you gain nothing. You're waiting around for something to change, fantasizing about the future, but nothing changes if nothing changes. You gotta make that choice. And sometimes change can be scary, believe me, I know. But the more that you make these small changes, the more that you chip away at your old self, sculpting a new version of yourself. It can sometimes even hurt to change and face these parts of yourself, but you need to let that go with love. Not blaming yourself for what it was, but to say thank you for teaching me, and now it's time to let it go. You're gonna need to learn to let go of people, mindsets, habits, and certain parts of yourself that you don't want to choose to be anymore. If you're being negative and hating on that part of yourself that you're trying to let go, or hating whatever situation happened, or hating whatever happened, whatever you're trying to let go of, you're not truly letting go. If anything, you're just amplifying it because you're giving it your energy. The only limiter you have is you. You choose your limits. I had some things that happened in my business that I wish didn't happen, and I honestly would be further along the line if it didn't happen, but we need to learn to look at these things and situations as lessons. There's always a lesson to be learned, no matter what it is. It could be something very small, it could be something very big. There's always a lesson in whatever situation that you're in. And there's always going to be setbacks and things that come up that you can't control, and you're just going to have to deal with it. But it's important to remember to not give up. And the only person who has control over you is you. And you have no limits. Our brains create these limits in our head that are taught from us through programming. Remember what I said before, how we don't have an original thought. All of our thoughts are not original. It has been taught to us. It was all absorbed from someone or something that you weren't even aware of. Remember that these thoughts are not true. Remember that these thoughts are just that, thoughts. They're literally just thoughts. That doesn't mean that they're reality. That doesn't mean that they're true. These thoughts literally don't exist. Like, you can't grab them. They're literally just all up in here. These thoughts are literally challenges that are in our mind to see if you're going to let it dictate what you're going to do. Are you going to listen to those thoughts, those limiting beliefs, or are you going to be like, hold on, those are just my thoughts. That doesn't mean that it's true. Just because it's a thought doesn't mean it's true. You choose who you want to be. And you must remember that your mind is literally putting these limits on yourself that are not even truly your limits. So do what you will with that information. Subscribe, like, comment. I appreciate all the support, and peace and love, y'all.